Hi, welcome to another Journey in Middle-earth video, and this time we've switched character. We're going to follow the fortunes of the two hobbits that were captured by the orcs. And of course, this trail is followed exactly by Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas. So this little section of the journeys we're going to call Pippin's Journey, for no particular reason, I suppose. I think his character is the one that appeals to me most of the characters of the hobbits, of these. And we're going to, and they set off first, of course. Pippin and Merry set off first, and they are traveling by orc. There's an orc going past. Look, they're carrying Pippin and Merry away towards Fangorn and eventually towards the to Isengard. But they don't get that far. So we can't travel by orc because, strangely, there's no orc mount in this game yet. They might come up with one. Maybe there is one. I've never got one. So what they're going to do is they're going to head, and the orcs pick up Merry and Pippin, and they clear off towards Fangorn, and we're going to have to follow in their footsteps. And it's a little bit unclear exactly which way we're going to go out of here. It's a long time since I did these quests. I think some of these quests did follow the path of the chase. But we'll eventually get there. We'll eventually get onto the path of the chase anyway. So we're heading in the right direction. We're going to take a left turn down here somewhere. And we're going to head to into Rohan. We're currently at what they call the East Wall in this game, and we're going to go through this gap here. I think probably it'll work. Anyway, that's the plan. Oh, it's a cave. I've been in there. That's stuff. Actually, we're going to go a little bit further up and go over the top of this mountain here. The orcs, of course, are trying to avoid any settlements of men and any settlements of Rohan to stay out of the way of any action. What they're trying to do is take Merry and Pippin back to Isengard as fast as possible. So we're going to try and get to the point where everything comes together again as fast as possible. So what should we talk about in this particular trip? I had a funny experience. I think somebody left a comment on my last video and then deleted it. They were being very complimentary, so I gave it a like, and maybe they decided they didn't want to be so complimentary, and they deleted the comment again. So that was kind of strange, or maybe it's just vanished. I don't know. Maybe I just imagined it. It was early this morning when I woke up. Thought I'd check to see how my videos were doing, and there I had one. This person said they said that the what do they call it? The algorithm had shown them this video, and they watched it, and they quite enjoyed it, and they had no idea why the algorithm had selected them to show this video to, and I don't really know why either. The algorithm is, as I think somebody once said about Soviet Russia, it's an enigma wrapped in it's a mystery wrapped in an enigma, which is wrapped in an algorithm. So there you go. So we're going to head over this way and see if this takes us the way we want to go. The orcs are hightailing it as fast as they can towards Isengard, and as if the very whips of their masters were behind them, which is a rather strange phrase, but Legolas pushes it out in the movies. So anyway, the algorithm, I don't know. You see, I don't know how to describe these videos. I mean, I put them down as gameplay for Lord of the Rings Online, but it's not really gameplay, is it? It's just me wandering through Middle-earth, so it's more of a journey, more of a stream of consciousness, more of some kind of piece of nonsense. So the whole YouTube algorithm thing left me kind of cold because I've no idea. There's nothing obvious that I can do to make this video hit the people who might actually like it. So I'm just kind of hoping that people who do like these videos randomly stumble across them. That doesn't look like the right way to go. Let's take a right turn. I think we can get down a path here somewhere, can we? Oh, there's a path. That looks good. Doesn't look like it's going the right way, though. How are we going to get down there? I have a feeling we may have to go a different way. That's not good. Let's see. Can we go this way? This is not an obvious way to get down, but we'll go along this path and see. So we'll see where we get to. And we're going through some mountains here, and we could bring up the map and see, but where's the fun in that, knowing where you're going, hey? Where's the fun in that? Like a good male driver, I'm not going to look at the map. I'm not going to ask directions. That guy could have given us directions maybe, but I'm not going to ask directions. We're just going to go for it. I've got a feeling it's this way, so we're going to go this way. And yes. So the algorithm, no idea what that really means. I keep saying, I mean, I could put in here a one of those things that says, wait till the end of the video, I'll tell you all about the algorithm or something, you know, because it seems to me that the way to get loads of views on YouTube is to make videos about how to get loads of views on YouTube. And I'm not really interested in loads of views. I just want people to enjoy. Oh, this looks promising. I just want people to enjoy the videos, and if they feel like they're worth it, they come back and enjoy more, and give me the odd comment and let me know what they're thinking about what I'm thinking and that kind of stuff. It's not gameplay. I mean, in the last video we had to beat up a few spiders, but that's not the point of this. The point of this is that we're going to attempt to just recreate a few journeys from Middle-earth, like a little drive in the country, and we're going to see how that goes. I mean, there's a lot of journeys we can do, and they all take a fair bit of time. So, but what we're heading for at the moment is we're trying to head for Fangorn, and I may have to pull up the map here just to make sure we're going the right direction, but I think it's up here somewhere. And we're going to go that way and see. There's more trees. But I think we want to head up into this valley up here somewhere, and that should probably work. But we've got a few minutes of this to go. There's some sleeping wolves. Hi, the sleeping wolves, the big dogs. Okay, so we're running as if the very whips of our masters are behind us. And in fact, Pippin and Merry aren't running. They're being carried at this stage across Rohan. And the orcs are going to avoid all settlements in their efforts to escape from their pursuers, who happen to be Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli, who would probably... I think it's quite a substantial party of orcs, this. We end up with something like, I think it's 100, 150, 200 orcs that are eventually caught up with and dispatched. But as we probably say every time we do this video will contain spoilers for Lord of the Rings, the book. It'll contain spoilers for Lord of the Rings, the movie. It'll contain spoilers for Lord of the Rings, the BBC radio production, which is we'll have to talk about in another video because it's excellent. And if you don't want those spoilers and you haven't read the books, go and read the books first. Always read the books first. That's the best thing. If you haven't read the books and you've watched the movies, read the books because they're better than the movies. And we could talk about that sometime, why a book is better than a movie. Still, we're heading somewhere, and we've been running for about 10 minutes, a little bit less than 10 minutes, so we're going to see where we end up. But I'm pretty sure we're heading in the right direction. The orcs knew where they were going, that's for sure, and we're going to head up over here, I think, somewhere, and we're going to see. So, yes, the algorithm of YouTube, I don't know. How would you describe this video? Drop a comment below. What should I put in? What would it be? Hashtag what? So far I've just put in hashtag Lord of the Rings, because quite a lot of the time I talk about Lord of the Rings, but then sometimes I don't talk about Lord of the Rings really at all. We just make comments on where we are and where we're going, but really then we start talking about nonsense. So, don't know. If you've got any thoughts on that, suggest what hashtags I should put down. But of course, if you know anybody who's like yourself who might enjoy this kind of thing, by all means, share the link. That's probably about the only way it's going to appeal to a wider audience, I think. And I'm not too concerned, to be perfectly honest. A small band of people who enjoy these videos is plenty, really. I'm not too concerned. So we're going to avoid that thing there, whatever it is. It looks like there might be orcs in there anyway, so that might be taken over already. But we're going to go for a bit of a run round here and head up onto the top of this hill, and then we'll see where we are. It didn't like going up there, did it? Just a bit of a steep hill, I guess. So the orcs are running around past in the dark, maybe, and they can't be spotted. And Minas rant? That describes my videos quite well, doesn't it? Rant sometimes. Yes. There you go. And there were orcs there. So we're going to keep going up here. Lovely starry night. We seem to be always at night in these videos and not too much during the day. But I think I've got some of the graphical issues sorted out. I finally figured out a whole lot of settings in, because I record this in OBS Studio. I tried recording it with the video card software, but it doesn't really work. And we gave that up. 4K was too weird, I think. It's possible that it can be done, but not, I think, with the setup I have at the moment. But I think that this is enough, because really in the end, we're just having to look around. Graphical quality isn't that important, is it? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is to you. Let me know if it is. And so we're heading towards somewhere. Going across the fields, and the orcs are running, and behind us is coming Legolas and Gimli and Aragorn. So anyway, I don't know. You guys make videos, some of you, and maybe you can tell me what you put in the algorithm for your videos, or in the hashtags and all that kind of stuff. In the end, I just hope people stumble across it and like it. And I think we might have 3 or 4 dedicated followers of this journey, which is pretty amazing, really. And we're now branching off. We left Frodo behind because of that business. The book itself ends there, and Frodo gets left. It's a strange thing that Tolkien does there, because he gets to the end of book 4, and in the middle of that last chapter, Frodo is knocked out by Shelob, and then Sam believes Frodo to be dead. And a modern writer would immediately end the book there, or immediately end the story there on that huge cliffhanger. Is Frodo dead, or is Frodo not dead? But of course, Tolkien wasn't writing a book that was to be published in parts. When he was writing the book, for him, he felt it was just a single novel from start to finish. So he didn't feel that he had to leave a cliffhanger there, and maybe he felt that a little bit of resolution to that story was important. And of course, the cliffhanger that he eventually leaves everybody with is that Frodo's captured, and Sam has to fetch him back out of the Tower of Cirith Ungol, which we'll be doing another time. So we're going to head up here. We're going to see these trees up there. This has the whiff of Fangorn about it. You see all those trees up in the hill? Has the whiff of Fangorn about it. I hope the resolution in the video, by the time YouTube have finished with it, allows us to see that. Oh, look, it's a big oryx. You can go around here and collect stuff for your crafting, and they have loads of hides and things. They're a good thing for hides. But we're just going to batter on and hopefully get to a point where we come across Fangorn somewhere. Look at these. Is it a willow? Weeping willow? Willow trees, maybe? Yeah. So, where are we now? 6 minutes, 5 minutes or so to go before we stop this bit of a run, and then before the next video, I'll have a look and see where I think we need to go next. You see, the orcs will have come along here, and there's a big settlement down here, so they'll not have wanted to go through that. But I think this is the river that comes out of Fangorn, so we're just following it back up into the vale where Fangorn should be, and we may finish. What we have to do is get the orcs across this river without them crashing into the settlement. So where are they going to go? Let's see. Can we go across here? Well, nobody swam anywhere, so we're just going to have to stick to the mountains. No swimming was done. We're fed up with swimming. We've had enough swimming. We swam for 3 videos in a row, which was ludicrous. That swim took an hour, I reckon, to swim from Lothlorien to Parth Galen. An hour of swimming. Bizarre. Yeah, and it took 3 videos to do it in. So, yes, we're not going to try that again, I don't think. Not quite sure where we're going, though. We shouldn't be crossing a river, so we'll just go around this settlement, come out the other side, and we'll see where we're at. Yeah, they've been in the wars, haven't they, those guys? It's all a bit, what would you call it? A bit sooty looking. Yes. Anyway, the orcs are skirting past that. They don't want to get into that kind of trouble. What's that sticking? Oh, it's a orc rider. Mounted combat's a thing that happened in this game. That's actually what stopped me playing it first. So I ran really well through the early part of the game when it was released in 2007, and then I'm thinking about 2012 or something, they brought in mounted combat, and I have to say it turned me absolutely frozen. I couldn't cope with it at all, and I didn't find it at all enjoyable. But a lot of the progression and the quests and things for the main storyline, which I was trying to do, I had to do mounted combat to get through them, so I just really stopped playing for a long time. Started playing World of Tanks for a long time, as some of the people, if anybody knows me from those days, will know. We tried a bit of World of Tanks for a while, and then hope he's not attacking me. These things are all too low level for me, I think. So we did that for a while, and I probably kept going with World of Tanks up until I came away from Australia. And when I got here, I started picking up the dregs of Lord of the Rings again, Lord of the Rings Online, and started playing this. But never really. I just do it as a pastime. I would sit down and maybe play 20 or 30 minutes of it, and just for a bit of a thing. It's really the only game I play now. So I am thinking, though, and tell me if you'd like this idea, I am thinking of the following, which is to get Elite Dangerous going. And where I kind of gave up on Elite Dangerous too. I was really excited by Elite Dangerous being published. And then I found that it was really just like working. Bizarre. It was like it was like you were employed, and you had to put in hours of work. But actually, I think it might be quite fun to do a space journey. We could just travel from solar system and maybe have a look at a solar system every video or something, and just fly around in space. Because actually, it is a beautiful game, and the graphics are amazing, and it does look like a beautiful space game. But the problem for me is that once you've done enough trading missions and done a bit of exploring, there really isn't very much. I think one of the problems with putting essentially a scale version of the entire galaxy into a game is that people don't meet up very much, and I never really played it as an aggressive game anyway. Anyway, we're going to have to see where we are. I think I'm heading in the right direction. I'm pretty sure I am. In fact, we may get to the place where the orcs were caught up with. So let's see if we can get there. I have a feeling we're heading the right way. This is bringing back memories now. I'm seeing stuff that I recognize. Look, it looks like the Pillars of Creation up there. Talking of Elite Dangerous. So if you fancy the idea of following me on a few space flights, maybe we could do our own solar system first, visit all the planets, and then have a little video of those. I mean, because in the end, really, we're not doing any game, are we? We're just chatting. And it might be something different. Might give us a different kind of scenery. And maybe less to talk about in terms of a book, because Elite Dangerous isn't a book, of course. We could talk a little bit about the science of the whole thing, and maybe talk about a little bit about the science of cosmology, because there's a lot in that game that is really quite well done, and I think it was set up to be as scientifically true, according to the current science anyway of the time, for our galaxy as it could be. I don't know if there's a black hole at the middle. There are some bizarre expeditions that people do. They just go out into the middle of the galaxy, because even though the whole galaxy is created, the populated parts of the galaxy are small. They call it the bubble, small area of the galaxy. But anyway, might be an interesting thing to do. I might look at it. I might have to get the whole game updated or something. I did buy a 3D headset in the hope that someday I might really get into it in 3D, but that's harder than I thought it was going to be. But it does look amazing in 3D, I guess. and fighting, the spaceship battles and that kind of stuff are pretty good. And the other thing in Elite, of course, is that there's no levels, so if you get jumped by a pirate, you have to fight them off. Ooh, where are we now? Haha, what's this? Eomer's Vengeance. Look at this. We are here. We have reached the point where the orcs were destroyed by Eomer's Eored, I think it was, his little battalion. So here are all the dead orcs. So we started off with a pile of dead orcs, and we finished with a pile of dead orcs. There is symmetry for you. Gotta like that, haven't we? A pile of dead orcs here, and a pile of dead orcs where we started. And next time we're going to go in there. We're going to follow the two hobbits into Fangorn. And of course, this is where there's another split in the Fellowship, and Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas go off in a different direction, and the two hobbits go into Fangorn. We're going to follow the two hobbits next time. So thanks for watching. If you've been watching this for this long, you are amazing, and thanks very much for following. And let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you next time. That's 20 minutes. That's enough. Good night.